Hey y'all, and welcome to Vlog Every Day in June, day 30. And to close the video, the month out, I am going to ask some. I'm going to ask 10 questions of some LGBTQI friends and one ally. And here are these questions, the questions, and their responses. Question 1. Was there anyone, straight or gay, that made it easier for you to come out?
No, not really, because I wasn't really a choice when I came out. I was kind of forced. Like, my friend told my mom and her mom, even though supposedly they told me, she overheard, but I already know what happened.
Not particularly. I came out via an email to my family because I was just over it. Some of my friends knew a little bit, but yeah, then I went full queen.
No. I think for me it really did need to be a situation where I did it by myself, and I did do it by myself. I'm very proud to say that I did it by myself. Thankfully, I had a lot of friends to kind of catch me when I fell.
Question 2. Did you have many straight friends that reacted negatively when you came out, and how did you deal with it?
I actually didn't have any straight friends who dealt with it negatively, but it was one of my main concerns about coming out, and one of my best friends told me a fantastic quote which I always say to people, and it is, if someone in your life doesn't like you for everything that you are, they're not meant to be in your life. And I have lived by that since that day that she told me that. So fuck everyone.
A lot of my friends kind of knew. They just had to wait for it to be made official. No one's ever caused an issue over it. That was in my group of friends.
No, not really, because I didn't come out to, like, everyone right away, and by the time I did start coming out to, like, everybody, I didn't have hardly any straight friends at all, so none of them reacted negatively to it, really.
Question 3. What are your thoughts on bisexuality?
Hi, I'm Dana, and I'm a straight ally. I know some people say it doesn't exist, they're just confused. I think it does exist. The way I see it, sexuality is a spectrum, and I have heard that very few people are 100% straight or 100% gay.
There is no such thing. They're just greedy, and they can't decide if they want the puss or the cock.
Well, I am bisexual, so if you mean, do you think it's real, then of course I do. Um, I think it's just as real as straight, gay, lesbian, bisexual, pansexual, polysexual, asexual, whatever you identify as, I don't think that sometimes you may be in something that doesn't exactly fit one of those names. There's like millions of possibilities out there.
I think bisexuality is real. I think that anyone who says bisexuality isn't real is as much of an idiot who says that being gay is a choice. And I think that an LGBTQIA person who says that bisexuality is a myth or a lie is an absolute fucking idiot, bigot, moron. I mean, you went through all of this shit from people who didn't understand, and you're a person who's supposed to understand because you're part of this fucking rainbow shit. So don't say bisexuality is a fucking myth, you stinky piece of shit.
Question 4. If you are bisexual or know a bisexual, what do you say to those misinformed people, straight or gay, that say bisexuals are just gays that are afraid to come all the way out of the closet?
Shut the fuck up.
They know what they want. They want all the pussy and all the cock. And, good for them if they want a tuna sandwich.
I know there's a few people out there that first come out as bi and then come out as gay. However, I do think that the majority of people who say they're bisexual are actually attracted to both sexes. And let's face it, whether you come out as gay or you come out as bisexual, you are gonna have struggles. Not everyone is gonna accept you. So no, I don't think they're just trying to make it easier on themselves by saying, oh, I'm bi, instead of, I'm gay.
Well, if it's a gay person saying that, then I say, how are you going to say that? Because straight people already say that about you, and you know it's not. It just seems very hypocritical and messed up when a gay person says it, because straight people already say that about them, and then when they say that, it's like, what? You're just like, it's, I can't even, then, in those cases.
Question 5. Do you believe there is anything wrong with older gays saying, I lived all these years in the closet, why come out now?
Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with it per se, because I think that everybody should have the choice to, you know, live in the closet or come out, whatever they want. And I know a lot of older people, like right now, that didn't ever come out. They didn't come out because the 70s was really hard. But it's really accepting now, so I definitely encourage people to not live their entire life in their closet, because it's so freeing and liberating to, you know, be yourself and be proud of yourself.
Well, to me, coming out is a personal thing. The most important thing is you have to feel ready. Some people, they come out when they're still in their teen years. Others wait till their 20s. There's those who are much older when they come out. Of course, there's people who never come out at all. So you just gotta do what's best for you. But you know what? If you feel ready, I say it doesn't matter what age you are, just go for it.
Each to their own, and I mean, if you want to stay there, stay there. If you want to come out, fair fucks. I mean, yeah. What can you say? You can't ever force someone to come out of the closet. That's awful.
If they want to lie to themselves and hide who they are, all the more power to them. The other one's missing out.
Question 6. What do you do in your everyday life to break the stereotype that gays are just promiscuous people that are just only out for sex?
Well, I don't have Grindr. I don't go to the clubs. I work on cars. I still have people ask me if I am actually a homo. And I bake.
Well, what do I do in my... Okay. Well, for starters, I don't have sex every day, so... And I have a boyfriend, so I think that kind of helps break it too. I mean, he lives in California, so we definitely, you know, ain't getting busy anywhere, if you know what I mean.
Ooh, awkward.
With the recent victories in the fight for marriage equality, what do you believe there's something that us straight allies can do to make this a reality across the entire country?
Well, I think the most important thing we can do is keep fighting for it, keep spreading awareness. Because regardless of your sexual orientation, it affects us all. Everyone deserves to marry who they love. And if you believe in something very strongly, fight for it.
Well, I think that it's very important that straight allies, you know, speak up, because if only the gay population said something, then we'd be fucked. Because statistic-wise, gay population would definitely be a minority, but the straight allies that, you know, are accepting of it really need to speak out, and they can, you know, attend the rallies in their town if there is any, or it's something as simple as just voting on the ballot box when something like that comes around, or spreading the word online like Missa does, or whatever. You know, there's lots of options, and there's websites about it and stuff too.
Curse the fuck out of anyone who thinks otherwise.
Well, it's legal in my country. Sorry about America, the land of the free, for being so far behind. You know, the Dark Age is called. Go back to being cavemen.
Question 8. I'm an older ally, and I've always been called a fag hag. What are your opinions on the term, and what do you think is an acceptable replacement if it is offensive to you?
Offensive to you. I don't find flag hag offensive. I don't find any word offensive. I think that under the guise of comedy, or under the guise of anything being fucking remotely funny, anything goes. And especially with people who would classify themselves as comedians on YouTube, even though some of them aren't very funny, I think that you kind of can't really be too uppity. You have to learn to laugh at yourself. That was the biggest thing with coming out for me as well. I had to really learn to laugh at myself, because I know it's a serious issue, but people stress out about everything, not just sexuality, but everything too much, and you need to learn to laugh at things in people's faces. I think that the term fag hag is fine. I used the term fag hag in the last 24 hours, actually, weirdly enough. And I think Missa, to the accent, is a fantastic fag hag, and I love you.
Fag hag gets thrown around so much. A lot of people who are actually fag hags don't like it. I mean, there are so many other ones, and I throw them out everywhere, depending on my mood. Fruit fly, queen bee, homo honey, fruit loop, Goldilocks, flame dame, fairy princess, a gabe, gay and babe, kind of mixed together. A fairy godmother, and the new one, the cherry fairy.
Well, I don't think that a term like that I could really say is offensive or not. It really wouldn't matter if it was offensive to me or not. Like, for example, the word fag I could probably say, whether I say it's offensive or not, because I would possibly, fit under that category. I think it could include a bisexual. I don't know. But, I think you'd have to ask a fag hag on that, someone that fit into that category. And I think it depends on them. Really, though, a word only has as much power as you give it,
I don't know if I'd go so far as to say offensive, but I'm not a big fan of it. Now, this is just my personal opinion, so if you don't agree with me, that's fine, I respect that. I was always bothered by the word fag, just because it is so hateful. Now, I know some people are trying to reclaim the word fag. I think David Out said it best. At this point, it's just not possible to reclaim it because it has such a negative and hateful connotation. Again, this is just my personal opinion, and accept all replacement. I like fruit fly. I think it's cute.
Question 9. Who has been your strongest straight ally since you came out?
Well, I don't know. See, the only friend I had that's straight and, really accepting is Missa, I think. So I guess I would have to say Missa. Everyone else I know is either asexual or bisexual or, there's something.
I have to think about it. It's obviously that no one has really done it, have they? Shit on your part, straight friend. That said, I do admire people like you, Mama Missa, for the work you do. Um, because not a lot of people would, and a lot of people could pass it off as, well, it's not my responsibility. I'm not gay, so yeah, I really admire that, and I admire the YouTubers and professionals in general like you who kind of, not that they go out of their way to give a fuck, but that they don't give a fuck. That is the true meaning of equality. Not giving a fuck about anyone, letting anyone do what the fuck they want. That's my equality.
Oh, everyone I tell, especially the girls at work, they love it. I don't know what the hell their issue is with it, but they loves it. Mainly because I tell them that they look fabulous, and go, honey, those shoes with that top, I don't think so.
Question 10. What advice would you give to the next generation of LGBTQIA youth about accepting themselves and coming out?
Be safe, be happy, be you, fuck everyone. Fuck everyone who gives a fuck. Fuck everyone. And subscribe to James Digital TV. He can help you along the way. He curses people out and looks fabulous while doing it. What can I say? I've got italic hair and I'm as bent as a something stereotypical. Something offensive. to learn to laugh. Now I'm gonna just make sure this is okay before I go have sex with 5 strangers. I have father issues. Bye!
Well, I would definitely say to do it when you're ready to, and to not do it before that. And remember that if you think that your parents could possibly, kick you out, of course, don't do it because you don't want to live in a shelter. But when you have a way of supporting yourself financially and you're ready to come out, there's no reason why you shouldn't, because there's nothing wrong with it, and you should be proud of who you are. No matter if you're, straight, gay, bisexual, transgender, asexual, pansexual, polysexual, no matter what you are, you should be proud of it. And I would also say that it'd probably be easier to tell whoever you're closest to. Like for me, it was my best friend at that time. And for you, if you're like super, super, super close to your mom, then maybe you want to tell your mom first. Whoever you're closest with and whoever you think would be the most accepting, tell them first and see how kind of they react to it. And I bet you that they'll react positively, and they'll just kind of give you that little motivation to see that the people in your life are going to probably take it better than you think they are. And if they aren't, then, I mean, you can't do anything about it. You have to be yourself. You can't be someone else for them, whoever it is that isn't accepting.
Just do it. Like the shoe ad says, just do it. What's the point of fucking worrying about what people are going to say? Be you for you, fucking here, queer, fucking everywhere. The bullying is going to be there, but it'll stop. Especially when you earn more money than that fucking burger flipper. Honey.
You gotta realize that there's gonna be people out there who are not gonna accept you. Just keep in mind, it says a lot more about them than it does about you. You are amazing. Just because you have a different sexual orientation, it does not make you any lesser of a person. As for coming out, like I said, just make sure you feel ready. Another thing, if you're really feeling that your parents are going to react extremely badly, then just wait until you can support yourself. You should not be kicked out or abused for being gay. And parents that do this, they are absolutely worthless pieces of shit, in my opinion. Sadly, that does become a reality sometimes. But anyways, best of luck to all of you. I love you. Remember, you are awesome. Bye.
Okay, I just want to say thank you to the people that participated in this little Q&A thing. And I am hoping that their advice and their answers can maybe help someone else who's either a straight ally or someone dealing with the fact of coming to terms with who they are and coming out. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this month. I've had a blast. Anyways, I'm not going to quit making videos. I am going to take probably a week or so off. But, yeah, I will be back. Anyway, I love you guys. Stay sweet. And I will see you later. Bye, bitches.